Right, today I want to share with you guys how US crypto bills directly benefit Ethereum. So if you are an Ethereum investor, I bet you would be eager to listen to this. Now, the recent wave of US crypto legislations has injected a strong sense of optimism into the digital assets market, but the effects are not evenly distributed. While Bitcoin is the best known and most entrenched cryptocurrency, it is Ethereum that stands to benefit most directly and significantly from the three major bills advancing through Congress this year. Now, at the heart of this optimism is a cluster of laws aimed at providing long-awaited regulatory clarity. They are the Genius Act, the Clarity Act, and the Anti-CBDC Act. Now, in the past, I've spoken about these three acts and how it helps the cryptocurrency overall as one. But today I'm focusing just on Ethereum because all these three they reflect a shift towards a more comprehensive framework for crypto innovation in the US, a framework where Ethereum's position as a programmable settlement layer becomes central. Okay, so first of all, the Genius Act. Now, the Genius Act provides a long-sought regulatory clarity for stablecoins by mandating full reserve backing, stringent audits, and robust consumer protections. Now, this is critical because Ethereum is the dominant blockchain settlement layer for stablecoins today. Most of the largest stablecoins, including USDC, USDT, PYUSD, and many institutional stablecoins, are issued as ERC20 tokens on the Ethereum's network and use its infrastructure for issuance and settlement. Now, by eliminating legal uncertainty, the Genius Act paves the way for significant growth of institutional-grade stablecoin usage for payments, remittance, trade settlement, and decentralized finance. Almost all of that growth, at least initially, will run through Ethereum. Bitcoin, on the other hand, offers no comparable infrastructure for stablecoins. Its scripting language is limited and does not natively support programmable tokens. Therefore, while Bitcoin will benefit indirectly from a stronger crypto regulatory environment, Ethereum benefits much more directly from the Genius Act because stablecoins are central to Ethereum's ecosystem. As for the Clarity Act, right, it's even more crucial for Ethereum's outlook. It formally defines when a digital asset is a commodity versus a security, and it explicitly clarifies that Ethereum is a commodity under the jurisdiction of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission and not the SEC. Now, this is a dramatic step forward for Ethereum because Ethereum's legal status has been ambiguous until now. So SEC officials have at times suggested that Ethereum, particularly after its transition to proof of stake, could be considered a security, creating regulatory overhang and deterring some institutional investors. By contrast, right, Bitcoin's status as a commodity has long been understood and was never seriously contested. Therefore, while the Clarity Act reinforces Bitcoin's standing, it delivers far greater regulatory relief to Ethereum by eliminating uncertainty that has weighed on Ethereum adoption, staking products, and institutional participation. Okay. Finally, the Anti-CBDC Act. This act, which seeks to prevent the Fed from issuing its own central bank digital currency, indirectly benefits Ethereum as well. By effectively shutting the door on a state-run digital dollar, this bill ensures that private stablecoins will remain the dominant digital representation of US dollars. Since Ethereum is where the largest stablecoins operate, this indirectly ensures that Ethereum remains the leading infrastructure layer for tokenized dollars. Again, this policy has little relevance to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not used as a US dollar payment network and does not compete for this niche. Okay, so next we're going to look into why Ethereum benefits more than other stablecoin platforms. when all these three acts comes into force. Now, even though other blockchains like Solana, Tron, Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche also support stablecoins, Ethereum stands to benefit more than these competitors for several key reasons. The Ethereum remains the preferred network for large-scale institutions deployments. USDC and USDT may be bridged to other chains, but their native issuance and deepest liquidity pools remain on Ethereum. Institution price this liquidity for settlements. Okay. So next, the US regulators and institutions tend to favor Ethereum's more decentralized and battle-tested security model over faster, but less decentralized chains like Solana or Tron. As regulated entities adopt stablecoins, Ethereum is viewed as the most credible, robust, and legally defensible settlement layer. Now, Ethereum's ecosystem for decentralized finance is the biggest and the most developed in the crypto world. Stablecoins are already widely used for borrowing, lending, trading, and other financial activities on Ethereum. So any new regulated stablecoins will almost always launch and be used on Ethereum first before moving to other blockchains. Now, Ethereum system is designed to be very secure and neutral. This is very crucial because with many independent participants around the world helping to keep the network running fairly, this is a good thing for Ethereum and this is what investors want. Some other blockchains rely on smaller or more centralized groups to operate, which can raise questions about how reliable or impartial they are. This gives Ethereum an advantage as the most trusted platform for handling financial transactions. Okay, so as a conclusion, altogether these bills create a regulatory environment that strongly favors Ethereum. While Bitcoin also benefits from clearer rules, its main purpose as a store of value and censorship-resistant monies stays mostly the same and is less directly affected. Ethereum, in contrast, is being structurally positioned as the foundational layer for the next generation of programmable financial services and regulated digital dollars. Now, this helps explain why Ethereum has begun to outpace Bitcoin in performance. In the medium term, Ethereum is poised to capture disproportionate value from this regulatory clarity, especially as stablecoins go mainstream under clear US frameworks that reinforce Ethereum's role as the leading settlement and smart contract platform for digital finance. Okay, so hopefully with this, we could see that over a period of time going forward, Ethereum can slowly recover and truly be the number 2 behind Bitcoin. With that, that's the report for today. Let's jump in.